Taiwan will bring more semiconductor production to the U.S. Bluesky's Live Now badge is available to everyone. And Netflix's expanded Sony deal includes streaming rights to the Legend of Zelda movie. It's Friday, January 16th, and here's a quick look at tech in the news this morning from Engadget. The U.S. and Taiwan have signed an agreement that will see a multi-billion-dollar investment into domestic development of semiconductors and related infrastructure. The U.S. Department of Commerce announced that Taiwanese businesses will make an upfront investment of at least $250 billion into their U.S. production capacity, while Taiwan's government will provide credit guarantees of at least another $250 billion in support of the semiconductor industry and supply chain in the U.S. In exchange, Taiwan will receive a better deal on tariffs. Reciprocal tariffs will be limited to 15%, compared with the previous 20% rate. Generic pharmaceuticals and their generic ingredients, aircraft components, and unavailable natural resources will not be subjected to reciprocal tariffs under the arrangement. Taiwanese companies with U.S. production will also see increased import amounts without being charged duties under the Section 232 framework. According to reports from CNBC, Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company is already in position to take advantage of the new trade agreement with further expansion in Arizona. The major Taiwanese chip manufacturer had previously committed to investing $100 billion in its U.S. operations over 4 years. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told CNBC in an interview that the current U.S. government wants to bring 40% of Taiwan's semiconductor supply chain stateside, continuing to use tariffs as an incentive. After testing the feature in a limited beta, Bluesky is making its Live Now badge for streamers available for everyone on the social network to try. Live Now is included as part of Bluesky's latest update alongside cashtags, a separate type of hashtag for collecting conversations about publicly traded companies. Bluesky first started testing its Live Now badge last May with a limited group of accounts, including the official NBA account. The feature lets Twitch streamers with Bluesky profiles append a Live Now badge to their profile picture that links directly to their live stream. Live Now badges are limited to Twitch links for now, but Bluesky says support for other streaming platforms may follow as it learns from the beta. Linking to other social platforms should not be a radical concept, but since Bluesky's competitor X has tried to prevent users from posting links in the past, the company has made it a point of trying to do the opposite. Now, cashtags are a similar attempt to appeal to a certain type of veteran X user. Originally a feature of pre-Musk Twitter, cashtags work like a hashtag, marking posts in a way that makes them easy to find in a search or by tapping the cashtag itself. On Bluesky, by typing a $sign and the stock abbreviation of a company, you can add a cashtag to your post that links it to other posts using the same cashtag. So far, the cultural makeup of Bluesky has not seemed as business-oriented as X, but the feature suggests Bluesky wants the option to be available for anyone who jumps ship. As part of a new agreement, films from Sony Pictures Entertainment will stream on Netflix first. The new deal expands on the exclusive rights Netflix had to Sony films in the U.S., and means the service will be the first place people will be able to stream upcoming projects like the live-action adaptation of The Legend of Zelda and a quartet of biopics about the Beatles. Sony's films will stream worldwide on Netflix in what's called Pay One, the first window of availability after a movie's theatrical and video-on-demand releases. As part of the deal, Netflix is also licensing an undisclosed number of films and television shows from the Sony Pictures back catalog to help fill out its library. Netflix says the new arrangement will roll out gradually as licensing rights become available throughout the year, with full availability happening sometime in 2029. Neither company shared how long this new setup will last, but did describe the deal as a multi-year agreement. Netflix and Sony's partnership has been fruitful so far. Films like Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Uncharted, and Anyone But You have had popular second lives on the streaming service. In the case of K-pop Demon Hunters, Netflix was also able to spin a surprise Sony Animation streaming hit into a profitable theatrical run. Netflix will pay Sony north of $7 billion for this new deal, Variety reported. Clearly, that's worth it to secure the company's relationship for another few years. Netflix has a similar deal with Universal, which has brought other Nintendo adaptations to the streaming service, like the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Beyond licensing, the company has an even bigger purchase in mind, though, buying Warner Bros. For $82.7 billion. In an effort to prevent the deal from going through, Paramount is now suing Warner Bros. Discovery for ignoring its own competing bid for the company. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and more tech news at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism from Anna Washenko and Ian Carlos Campbell and was voiced and produced from the sound studios of Spoken Layer. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more tech news from Engadget.